Well, good afternoon and welcome to Ed's Orchids. Now, I've been asked many times by people who watch my channel. They keep saying, when are you doing another cooking programme? Well, I do cook every day and I keep forgetting to do this, but I just remembered and I thought, well, I'm doing a spag bol, my own recipe, in a minute, so I might as well film it and see how it goes. But before I start doing that, I better tell you what's in it, haven't I? Well, of course, there's this Irish lean steak mince, only 5% fat. There's about a pound of that in there. There's 2 tins of chopped tomatoes. There's some carrot there I've shredded, probably 1.5 carrots. Same with the onions, 1.5 onions. We've got some tomato puree. You can please yourself how much of that you put in, but I put quite a bit in because I do like a nice onion taste with it. In here I've got 4 cloves of garlic, and then I've got 2 teaspoons of oregano dried, and then I've got some salt and pepper. And we've also got some extra special olive oil to start the cooking off, and of course we've got some red wine to put in. So I think I've given you everything there, haven't I? So we'll start cooking. Well, the first thing we'll do, we'll put a nice large frying pan on, let it warm up just for a little bit, and then I'd just like to add a splash of this olive oil. That's enough. This is just so we can get it nice and warm. Put the onions in and carrots and just sweat them down a bit or until the onions become translucent. And then we'll stir them until everything becomes translucent, everything becomes soft. It won't take the carrots long to become soft because I've virtually shredded the carrots, so it's quite a quick recipe, is this. So we'll just leave that for a bit and I'll come back to you when that's done and we'll start the next procedure. Well, I didn't mean we'll just leave this all the time, because we've got to keep stirring it till it gets to the condition you want it to be. And then the next thing we do after this is to add the garlic. And in the garlic I've got, three or 4 cloves of garlic, all mashed up, and as I said, 2 teaspoons of dried oregano and salt and pepper to taste. So we'll keep stirring this until the onions become translucent. You don't need to keep stirring it all the time, but don't leave it above a minute or 2 before you start stirring again. So in here we've just got 2 carrots diced and well, I said before, about 1.5 of each. Well, that's all done now, so we'll add the garlic, the oregano and salt and pepper. Just put it in and then stir it all up. And just give this 2 or 3 minutes. turn the heat down a little bit because we've had it on a nice high heat, so we'll turn it down to medium. Right, that's done about that. So what we'll do, we'll push these to the side. And we'll put the meat in the middle. It's been in a couple of minutes now, so now we'll start stirring it until the meat is all nice and brown. Well, the meat's all brown now, so we'll add the tomato puree. As I said, you can use as much of that as you like. Just put it there in the middle, let it warm and cook a bit, sweat a bit, before I mix it with everything else. Let it melt down a little bit. That's about right, so we'll mix all that together. A lot of stirring in this, but it's worth it in the end. See, I make a lot of meals for myself because I don't like these shop-bought ready-made meals. They're absolutely dreadful. It's a bit more expensive this way, but when you think about it, this will do me 4 meals, this one. You know, with some spaghetti and stuff like that. So it's worth it in the long run. I know I made myself a lovely chicken casserole the other day and I can't stop eating it. Maybe I'll do that as the next one. And that's very, very simple. But very delicious. Right, we've got to a point where I can add some wine. I probably, half of this, probably save a little bit in the bottom for myself. Yeah, that's right. And we'll cook that until the wine thickens up a bit. Ooh, it smells good already, especially with the wine in. You can see there's plenty of moisture in there up to now, but it'll all come together at the end. Be absolutely beautiful. So we'll keep stirring that until it comes a little bit thicker. Well, I think we can turn the heat up a little bit more on this, just to speed up the procedure. Right, we've got to the point now where I can add the tomatoes. Oh, I nearly forgot the Worcester sauce. So a good splash of Worcester sauce. And I will stir that, keep stirring that, probably for, I don't know, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Do you think it's ready? It's got to be at least 5 minutes though. Now an extra addition which I didn't add before, or I didn't mention it before, is whole cream milk. Just about, what, 3-4 tablespoons full, something like that. And this makes the sauce very, very creamy and very, very tasty. And that's it, we keep cooking it until you think it's ready. Well, I think we'll go a bit further and do things different and add an oxo cube, because the oxo cube always goes down very well with beef. And then instead of stirring for a long time, what we'll do, we'll let it simmer for a bit. Stir the oxo in. And if I had a big plate, I will cover this pan and just let it simmer. But I ain't got a big lid for it. Then I think we'll put in a sprinkling of chili powder, hot chili powder, just a bit, not much, just add a little bit of taste. It's like me, I'm always adding things, sometimes I add too much and it gets too hot. That's enough. Well, you can add all sorts if you want. You could put some soy sauce in if you like, doesn't matter. Put anything you like in. This is looking very, very nice. So we'll leave that to simmer for about 1/4 of an hour. Then I'll come back to you. Simmered right down, there's just a bit of sauce left. Enough sauce for what you want when you do it with your spaghetti. But I'm not going to go through all that doing it with spaghetti. You might notice 1 or 2 little pieces of mushroom in here I've just put in while it was simmering, because I do like my mushrooms. As I said before, you can put anything you want in. It'll be lovely. And if you're wondering about the milk that I put in, makes this nice and soft and everything. And also it takes away a bit of the acidity in the cooking. You know, just like I said for orchids, if you're worried about getting fungus on your leaves, just wipe them over with a bit of milk, because fungus loves acidity and it doesn't like alkalinity. So wiping your orchid leaves over with a little milk won't do them any harm, and it'll stop them getting fungus. Anyhow, that's about it. This is the finished article. Lovely it is. Absolutely beautiful. I've just tasted it. As I said before, I'm not going through all the things of cooking the spaghetti and then putting the Parmesan cheese on, simply because I'm not having this tonight. This is going to cool down, and I'm going to put it in little packages and put it in the freezer, you know, to have later, or when I want it. It'll keep up to 2 or 3 months easy. So that's what I'm going to do with this. So if you've enjoyed it, I'm pleased about that, and I hope you try it, because it's absolutely delicious. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.